Hello artists, today we're going to do some shape printing using cardboard. Alright, so we're going to start with a piece of cardboard and a paper. Make sure your name's on the back of the paper. And we're going to use the edge of the cardboard just like a stamp. So I'm going to dip it into paint and I'm going to make a castle. So I'm going to do a series of squares on top of each other. I know it's a little out of focus. It'll fix itself in a second. So I'm just going to build a bunch of sort of building blocks, squares and a rectangle. And again, just stamping. Please don't swoosh the cardboard back and forth. That would be like painting. We really want it to be a nice, clean, sharp stamp. So once I have stamped all these squares, I'm going to add some triangles for the roof and for some flags. I'm going to use the paper towel tube and I'm going to print a little archway in the door there so we can get into the castle. And we're going to use the same one for a sun. I'm adding some rays for our sun. And then I'm going to start filling in those squares by stamping different patterns or designs. I can do X's, I can do some stripes, triangles, fill each of the squares, each of those spaces with a pattern or design. All right, once we've done that, we'll probably set it aside to dry. But you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the work of Mary Blair. She's the Disney artist who was responsible for the overall design of It's a Small World. All right. So now we're going to add our color. This is probably on our second art day. And I put some water down and then I just sort of dropped some blue colors in there so they kind of swirl around and it gives us a nice soft looking sky. Once I've done that, I'm going to start working on filling in the castle. And I'm going to use some paint. This is some old paint I have. So I don't really love the colors, but you guys will have better paint to use. All right, so once I get all that filled, we are going to have a nice colorful piece of art. And there it is. There's my colorful castle. You can see the squares and the triangles and the circles. And you don't have to make a castle. You could make a robot, or you could make a fanciful garden, or use your imagination. What can you come up with? All right, ready? Go forth and be brilliant.